Hi, my name is Ray Dorschner and I'm the principal tubist with the Chippewa Valley Symphony Orchestra. Today I'll be demonstrating some of the basics of the tuba, as well as playing for you and showing you some of the different roles this instrument can play in music. I've been playing this instrument for many years now, since about the 5th grade, and I think it is a very fantastic and important role in the modern symphony orchestra. To cover some of the basics, you can tell this instrument is quite large already. It is the largest instrument in the brass family, as well as one of the lowest instruments you will hear in the orchestra. It is a valve instrument, meaning that moving valves make the instrument shorter or longer depending on which notes you want to play. You also might notice it has quite a bit of valves. This instrument has 5 valves, which is a number more compared to trumpets, which have 3 valves. Even some tubas have 3 valves. Well, these allow me to play notes with many different combinations so I can get the correct tuning on each note, as well as playing quite low. It fits into the role that the tuba has of being a very supporting instrument, which supports whatever group it's in with its sound. Moving into some of the history of the tuba, it's a more recent instrument. Instruments such as the violin, other string instruments, the clarinet, even the trumpet have been around for many hundreds of years and have been quite standard in classical music. Well, in the mid-1800s, composers such as Mendelssohn and Berlioz wanted a more exciting instrument with more sound to them. They added more instruments as well as new ones such as the tuba back there. This is a smaller tuba in the key of F, and it is quite similar to some of the instruments that they used back in the 1800s with some of the first tuba music. I will now play an excerpt from one of Berlioz's operas. This excerpt is called Hungarian March. As you can tell, that excerpt was quite quick and high compared to some of the typical tuba music you have heard. And that's what earlier tubas did. They were kind of a more mellow sound to support the low but bright trombone section. As the years moved on, some composers realized that this instrument could be used as a solo instrument. Gustav Mahler, in his first symphony in the 3rd movement, decided to write a very slow and lyrical solo for the tuba. I will now demonstrate that. Let's give it a go. And there's that. As classical music developed even more, composers wanted even more exciting, longer, and louder music as the years moved on. As the 1900s came along, composers such as Bruckner, Mahler, Strauss, and Wagner made even more larger music for the orchestra. With that, the tubas got much larger, and they got as big as what we see today. This is my larger C tuba. It's similar to the B-flat tubas we see in schools today. And as I have been saying, it can create a much lower and more present sound which supports larger orchestras. I will now finish off with an excerpt from Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries. It is quite a famous brass excerpt, very loud, very exciting. can kind of get a sense of the different roles the tuba can play. It can be a quick and supportive instrument to your fellow trombone players. It can be a beautiful solo instrument with its very soft and mellow tone, but it can also support an entire orchestra with its huge sound. I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.